In today's video, we take a look at a man who won't pay for her gas or leave the car, and this woman here who broke her boyfriend's heart into pieces. But before we jump in, please make sure to subscribe the channel and turn on the bell notification.
This is mine.
All right, let me see. When's the last time you went through a phone? Never?
I don't have to, but I already know what's going on with us. Instagram messages, all that.
Instagram, all right, man. Recently deleted.
Oh, she's going crazy and recently deleted too.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm OCD.
Trust, baby.
It's Simone.
There's a lot more than that, so don't worry
There's a
about
lot more than that?
Carlos.
Yeah. Yeah.
it. So,
And all of these are basically.
Cup?
Yeah.
White cup? June 8th.
No, might come to the club. Yeah. On June 8th.
so it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're ruining lives.
Nah, I just thought I'd look through your
You're
phone.
trying to be
And that's what Johnny. Alright. We done with today, baby. We done. That's what Johnny. Love it.
Okay. What?
Thank you.
The fact that he knows that she isn't worth it and still he is with her makes him a simp. And she, even after doing all of this, is smiling and has no remorse for her actions. Only shows how shameful modern women are nowadays. And next we have a man who won't leave the car or pay for the gas for his independent date.
Come take it out the thing.
Look, it's pumping just fine.
Come take it out.
It's pumping just fine without.
Come take it out.
You doing a good job. You doing a good job, Michelle.
Come take it out.
Yeah, you so independent. Y'all was,
Okay,
Remember,
all
I was
right.
not independent.
He finna learn today, y'all. He finna learn today. He finna learn today. Get out the car.
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 What?
Get out the car.
You always talking about how independent you is.
Get out the car.
You don't need nothing for shit, but all of a sudden you need to pump your gas.
Get out my car.
For what?
Get out my
I'm
car.
not
Get out my car.
for
Get
what?
out my car. You gonna walk home. Get out dead ass serious. You ain't need to give me. You ain't need to give me at least $5. You feel me?
You know how far we
You need
is?
to give me $5. At least you could have given me $5.
I'm not walking.
I'm about to keep driving you around. Get out.
We fucking 8 miles.
I'm not moving until you get out my car. Stop playing with me. Get out.
Michelle, stop fucking.
All right, we're just gonna sit here.
Just imagine a guy shouting and yelling at a woman like that nowadays. The feminist would eat him alive. And secondly, why would he help her in anyway? She is strong and independent, doesn't need a man, or she is only strong until a man is doing all the heavy lifting for her. Because as seen here in this clip, woman without a man struggle in their life.
It is so hard. It is so hard to find someone who is looking for someone of value, who's not wanting to sleep with someone right away. I'm 38. My time clock is ticking. I've been in youth ministry for 16 years working with teenagers. I'd love to be a mom. Why is this hard? She's like, what if it's not you? What if it's just not the right time? And that's really hard to accept because I'd like to fix something. I'm a fixer. If I can fix it. Do I need to lose some more weight? Do I need to be on a different dating app? Do I need to change something about me? And the journey is hard.
Sure, her current situation is tough, but as she would know, staying married could have prevented all of this drama and hardships in her life. But as now that ship has sailed, she should reevaluate her options and do what's best for her, and not mess it up like this woman did here.
If I had known this, it would have saved me from a second divorce. Every choice you make stems from what you believe you deserve. After my divorce, no confidence. It was my mission to get into another relationship and fall in love. I needed to prove to myself that my divorce was the right decision. I needed someone to make me feel like I was worth loving. I didn't know how to do that for myself. And when you're coming from that place of lack, you choose the wrong partners. And here's divorce number 2. Don't do what I did. Take the time to get to know yourself and to like yourself.
A lot of people feel the need to tell somebody getting divorced that you should date yourself for a while. Take some time. Figure out what you like. I just got out of a marriage. I know what I don't like, okay? So let me figure out what I do like. Don't put a time limit on how long I should date myself or how long I should wait to date other people. Don't shame people for wanting to, f around and find.
Hinge horror story. Here we go. So her and I matched, and she was moving to the area in about a week. So it gave us plenty of time to talk. The banter was great over the phone. We got along really well. There was a lot of things that, she checked. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let's go on a date Thursday. Let's get tacos. I show up, and about an hour goes by, and one of the waitresses comes up with a plate of something she made that wasn't on the menu, a little dessert. She set it on the table and walked away. And then my waiter came over and he's like, oh yeah, she doesn't think, she thinks you're getting stood up. And I'm like, man, it really kind of feels like I'm getting stood up. So 20 more minutes go by and she shows up. She walks through the door and I see her and I was honestly about ready to leave, but she gets to the table and I give her a little side hug and she looks at the table and she's like, oh, you got dessert? And I was like, I actually didn't order this. And she's like, oh, well then why is it here? And I was like, well, this isn't on the menu. That waitress right there made it for me and gave it to, she thought I was getting stood up. Like, I wasn't trying to make her feel bad. I was just like, you asked me a question, I'm going to tell you the answer. So she gets irate, very angry, says some choice words to me. Somehow it's my fault. And she stands up and bolts out the door. And I'm just like, this actually happened. This actually happened. Somehow an hour and 20 minutes late to the first date, it was my fault. So the waiter comes over and he's like, man, we all just watched that from behind the counter, and that's insane. He gave me all my food for free.
80 minutes late to your first date, and the first thing she said to him isn't an apology but a question. Such attitude isn't acceptable at any stage of a relationship, let alone at the start of it, though kudos to the waitress for showing a kind gesture towards him. But it also shows that most modern women are filled with entitlement and treachery, as shown in this clip here.
I'm a personal trainer, and I also own a moving company.
Okay, a hard-working man.
I didn't pop my balloon because I kind of wanted to know more about you. How much do you make a year?
75 to 95, depending.
I'm just going to pop my balloon because I just feel like that's not enough for me. But I feel like everything else was good.
Y'all be popping y'all balloon for the dumbest.
So, 75 to 95,000 a year is not good enough.
It's just, I was looking for something different.
Okay.
You should be looking for a different job so you can make your own 100K.
What are you looking for as far as income wise?
I thought it was going to be like 100,000 and more because he owns his own company, right?
I've been owning my own business for about 3 years. It's been 110, and then it's been 95, and it's also been 75. So, it fluctuates.
All right, thank you.
How much do y'all make? It's never enough for y'all.
She is looking for a human credit card, not a partner. And the fact that he is earning close to 6 figures, while she is most probably unemployed or doing the stuff most modern women do nowadays. Rejecting a hardworking man tells us everything we need to know.
Hi, y'all. I have a question. So, I know I'm a cute little piece of... I'm cute. But, when I tell you, nobody asks me on dates, nobody DMs me, and y'all probably be like, well, nobody you probably like. No. All across the board, it be mute, quiet. In my messages, nobody's ever like, I like you, I'm attracted to you, let me take you out. Nobody. And I'm starting to think am I intimidating? Or are people do people actually think oh, she's too good for me, she got her life together?
Don't mess around and lose a good man because you're a toddler in your emotions. And practical advice that I would give to just growing in your emotional maturity, stability, right? Being grounded emotionally. I remember a moment that I had with my husband and we were in the house and I could see in his eyes, I'm like, oh, he's about to leave me. This is a wrap. He's gone. He's tired of me emasculating him. He's tired of my inability to just shut up and hear his point and not cut him off. And when I saw that look in his eyes, I said, wait a minute, let me get this together. And so practically just literally getting up and, okay, why am I this way? Oh, I saw my mama do this. Okay, let me break this generational thing.